welcome to Bescott Stadium. TMA Fight Series presents Super Saturday. 11 fights, 4 title clashes, 4 competing nations. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be auctioning signed sports memorabilia from the likes of Conor McGregor, Khabib, Mike Tyson, Nigel Benn, Tony Bellew, to name but a few. We accept cash, credit cards and debit cards. All fights tonight are sanctioned by WRSA. Now the stage is set. Thousands of hours of training culminate in this very moment. To everybody present in the arena, I need to know who's ready for action! Ladies and gentlemen, in our first contest of the evening, allow me to introduce first of all to the red corner, Pedro, Franco. And next, allow me to introduce his opponent into the blue corner, Jerico, Cabatingan. Ladies and gentlemen, in our first contest of the evening, TMA Fight Series presents 3 2-minute rounds of full contact kickboxing. Introducing first, in the red corner, representing UKCBA Evesham, Pedro Franco. Across the ring, his opponent stands in the blue corner, representing TR Fitness, Jerico Cabatingan! Ladies and gentlemen, Harvey Harrah is our referee in charge of the action. Let's get down to business.
So here we are, first fight of the evening, the TMA Super Saturday Fight Gala, hosted by the TMA Fight Series at the Bescott Stadium in Warsaw. I'm Neil Kelly. I'm here with my co-commentator Marco Gambino. Marco, good card of kickboxing we're looking for tonight.
I am excited for tonight, and I've been excited for a while for this one. Hey, we're starting off today. We've got Jerico and Pedro Franco on their debut, full contact kickboxing. And here we go, we've had Pedro coming out fast here. Put on pressure. Jerico was...
Whoa! Little bit of inexperience there, turning away.
And he's adding on the pressure there. We'll see if he takes a break.
Jerico looks very heavy-handed, doesn't he?
Yeah, very heavy shots there, and some great threading in the kicks.
The inexperience of Pedro there, he turned away, got caught with a heavy shot as he turned.
Now I'd like to see Pedro try and come back and give some distance here. He saw that Jerico was able to apply shots. And
nice right hook there from Pedro.
Lovely work.
It's so interesting when you get two debutees, obviously, or debutants, should I say. You never really know what they're going to do until they get in there. It doesn't matter what they've been doing in the gym. All game plans can go out the window, can't they?
Yeah, definitely. And it's always great to see on a debut technical accuracy like that there. Jerico seems to have a great handle of his foot sweeps, his teeps, and angling away.
I think just incurring a warning there from referee Harvey Hara. A little bit high on the sweep, and I think it was assisted with the hand as well. It's got to be foot to foot.
Some lovely jab work from there, working the combinations on Jericho's side.
That initial 30 seconds out of the way, the pace has settled down a little bit now. Now's where you're really going to see the skill factor from both fighters.
That's it. Well, like you said, being on the debut, you never know how much energy you're going to use at the beginning. You're excited, adrenaline's flowing, and you're throwing the shots, but now we'll start to see whose energy tank is there and who's able to kind of push through that beginning day, first day pressure.
Jerico looks very strong, but can he maintain that? Pedro waiting for his opportunity to strike on the counter.
Beautiful shots there. And clean punching from Jerico on this side.
Yeah, Pedro just looks like he's caught in the storm at the minute, doesn't he? A little bit shell-shocked from that first 30-second onslaught. Again, nice right hand there from Jerico. But Pedro finishes the round strong.
Jerico has some really nice movement, some really nice shots and choice of shot selection. And it seems to be that maybe on Pedro's side, if he's able to strike while he's moving and not as he resets, he might be able to find a bit more success. There are some opportunities where Pedro's been able to kind of make his way through the guard, but that seems to be while Jericho's in between combinations, or he's made a move out to the outside and maybe paused just a little bit.
Would you worry that Jericho's just loading up a little bit too much in that first round? Every shot seemed to be with bad intent. That takes its toll on a debut fighter, doesn't it?
100%. I agree. If I was his corner, maybe I'd like to see a few more shots thrown at 70%, a few more feints, and then sort of lead into setting up with those heavier shots.
Yeah, the set-up shots were missing in that first round. Let's see if he makes the adjustment here in the second.
So what have you said to Pedro if you're in Pedro's corner?
Well, obviously Pedro knows what to expect now. He's kind of like got a taster of Jericho's power and his presence. He looks a little bit more composed now. I think he was a little bit of a rabbit in the headlights in that first minute of the first round.
Yeah.
He looks a little bit more composed here now, doesn't he?
Utilising a bit more distance there, isn't he? Not charging in as much.
The one thing I worry about for Pedro is he's either on the offense or the defense. There's not a lot of counter work going on in between, so that becomes easy to read.
Yeah, and it's opening up for Jerico, who keeps his hands moving quite a lot. Like I said about the shot selection, he's got a great rhythm with his boxing, and that does open up for those heavy kicks.
Yeah, but you see, by the time Pedro's firing back, Jericho's back into a tight guard. I think Pedro needs to find the shots in between Jericho's work.
Yeah.
Look for that counter, use that power against him. It's a little bit better from Pedro there, measuring with the jab. Just shy of the right hook range.
I think Pedro should try to use that front kick, like how Jericho is. He's using it to interrupt his flow a bit more, and then he can start working with his hands again. But you're seeing Pedro likes to wing around that roundhouse a bit.
Real tough fight for your first fight in the ring though, isn't it?
Yeah, great fight for the first.
Good work there from Pedro to the body. Maybe that's a good strategy for bringing Jericho's hands down.
Both two strong competitors for their first fights out. I'm happy with this. This is a good fight.
Have to say this is a better round for Pedro though.
Much better. I think, like you said at the beginning, he's come out a bit more calm, a bit more measured, and I think he's using that opportunity to catch a breath a bit more. That's why we saw that front kick. If you can use that to get a bit more distance.
And I don't know, Marco, but has Jericho's pace slowed down? I think that pace, that initial fast sprint pace for him, has taken its toll.
Yeah, I think
breathing a little bit heavier, and the work rate stopped a little bit more in that second round.
The flurries aren't happening as fluidly as they were earlier on. But yeah, like we were saying, I think maybe a few more relaxed bursts to then open up for those heavier shots may pay in his favour a bit more. And I think, but I agree. I think Pedro has definitely did much better in that round there.
This could come down to a battle of attrition and who's got the fitness, who's done the work in the gym.
Very much so.
You know, Pedro looks quite composed in the corner. He's got his breathing under control, listening to instructions from his coaches, Steve and Annie Humphreys. First off the stool. Let's see what this third round brings.
Yeah. Here we go, boys. Last round. Jerico opening up with that front kick again.
Yeah, Jethro working in, Jerico, should I say, working in single shots. That was nice. That was nice.
I think that's hurt him a little bit. He's covering up, trying to make his way back.
Spinning back fist attempt. I think that'll get Harvey's attention. No spinning back fist in amateur kickboxing rules. Was that a point deduction?
Yeah, point deduction, which evens it out for the 8 count.
That could mean it's all to play for in this third round. I had Jericho edge in the first 2 rounds, but with that point deduction, it means on the cards it's all about this last 2 minutes. And I think Pedro senses that.
Yeah.
Good head kick there from Pedro. Good body work there from Jericho, but leaving himself open at the same time if Pedro can find that shot in between.
But it's a singular head kick each time when he throws it.
Yeah, I think that shifting gear for Pedro, that up in pace, taking its toll as well now.
Yeah.
But I think his work rate is
to dig deep, isn't it?
Yeah, he's squeezing it out here, isn't he? Yeah, he doesn't want to go into any negative defense now, though.
Great evasion there from Jericho.
He's got a good right hook, Pedro.
He does. I'd like to see him filter it in with combos a bit more. He seems to, when he throws the right hook, he doubles it up again. I think if he opened up and threw maybe an extra shot in there.
That body kick hurt him.
It's been hurting him.
And I think this negative position with his back against the ropes is probably going to sway the judges to go the opposite way in this last round.
Yeah, the dominating, the centre pressure has been from Jericho for the majority. And yeah, great fight from these two. Great fight from these two, but the body kick did show. It showed it took its toll there.
So we'll see how much that 1 point deduction for the spinning back fist. We'll see how much relevance that's got on the cards. But for me, I think he was just doing enough, just in front to get his hand raised here.
Yeah, I think for me the pressure and volume came from Jericho's side. There were some good moments of Pedro fighting back, trying to take back a bit more of the control of the fight. But I think in relationship to the two of them fighting against each other, I think Jericho had more of a commanding presence.
But they can both be proud debuts for both fighters.
Fantastic work from both sides, yeah.
Can we get both fighters to the centre of the ring, please? Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of non-stop action, we consult the judges' scorecards. I can tell you it's a unanimous decision. To the blue corner, Jerico Cabatingan!
I'm just trying to live my life. I can't even live without giving me the eyes.